Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the new, improved Dead Man John show. Got a new way we're going to do things from now on. Try to do things a little different, maybe a little more fun. Now, I have some wonderful sponsors we're going to be talking about during the show. We're going to try to post some advocacy links. We're going to try to make this more of a show for information, less of a show for giveaways, I guess. We are going to talk about my sponsors because, they deserve recognition for what they do, not only for the community, but, for my show. I have a few people who are going to help me out with links and whatnot, and, as they come around, we'll get that going. Yeah, maybe if I turned it on, right? Now, I have several sponsors. I have HIGGYCIGS. I have Strong Island Vape. I have the Cloud Chemist, Kaleidoscopic Clouds. A new one, Fogged Up. My MOJO Vape. Some great companies. Let's see. I'm going to get this chat going in a second. I'm just waiting for a few more people to log on, and we'll really get the show going. I told people, show's not till 8 o'clock. Now, there's a lot of different things going on in the community right now. Let's start off with every single e-liquid company right now trying to get their labels in on time to the FDA. I think they have 2 days left, which is insanity. Feel free if you have any questions anytime. You just go right over to the chat section, type whatever you want, and we communicate back and forth. Right, so I'm going to try to keep up with my links here because I usually have a person set up for this, but I figured this week, why not wing it? Because everybody does that. They just wing things. Okay, so let's see. All right. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to post some links to the show. After the show is done and everything's all said and done, I'm going to post the links for all my sponsors so you can check them out, after the show. Because I'm going to leave it on YouTube so this way you guys can watch it later if you haven't got a chance to. So at least, everybody's still part of it somehow. So here are the links to my pages. If you're live chatting with us right now, you can see them right here. Hey, and it worked. Okay. And my links are totally horrible, so I have to probably readjust how I do that, right? Hey, Vape and Dave. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the party. So, all right, I need to have my person that usually does the links. So as soon as they log on, they're gonna drop some links for you guys. I want to give you guys the links for the CSCA, CASA, and stuff like that. I think there is some kind of links for the boycott list, the blacklist of juice companies that are with the cartoon characters and the IP theft. We're really getting big on that. So hang out for a minute, chat with me, and we could do something here. As you guys notice, usually my show had music going in the background. Well, YouTube doesn't quite like that. I finally cleared up my last stream, and they kind of butchered it a little bit. So if you guys get a chance to check out the old live stream, you guys, will see how bad it got butchered. All right, so the first juice company we're going to talk about is Strong Island Vapes. No, you know what? Some don't look that bad, but some are IP theft. Some are taking the names of other, real companies and utilizing their names to make their juice lines. That's not fair. That's not right. And that, is the kind of stuff that hurts the industry. There are, some of them who are cartoony. There's some that, many might perceive as borderline. It's you got to use, I guess your own opinion. Well, I guess not really. It's more like labels of pictures of candy is more the issue. Child appealing labels, I guess, more what they're going after, and IP theft. So cartoonish characters, pictures of bubble gum, and to say fruit by the foot or whatever, that is enticing to children, so they want to keep that away from the market. There are many companies out there that go out there and they do that extra mile of trying to find my Strong Island. Well, you know what? That is a great question. If Mello was here right now, she'd have the perfect answer for you. Yeah, cartoons, yes. But like, I think it's more than just the picture of, I guess, candy on it. I guess more of the representation behind it. Like, if you have a specific, maybe I can help. Okay, so let me post the links for Strong Island Vapes. This week with Strong Island Vapes, we're giving away two 60 ml bottles of Strong Island. Let me try and post this without the /me in it. Again, this is kind of still new, so hang tight on that one. Let's see if I get this. Yeah, I posted. Look at that. Alright. So here's the links for Strong Island Vapes. Those of you watching, you can go over to the Facebook page of Strong Island Vapes, and you can go with thank you for sponsoring Dead Man John here on YouTube. You know, we're trying something new. Strong Island Vapes has a lot of great flavors. I'm going to talk about them really quick before we get back to talking about the blacklisting. Strong Island actually redid all their labels to be non-cartoonish, non-IP theft, something that, you know, a lot of companies are starting to do now because it's just better for business and better for the view of the community. So what I'm vaping on from Strong Island Vapes is a juice called Waffle Man. This is a cinnamony waffle vape with a hint of syrup and blueberries. I agree. You know, they went over and redid a lot of their labels. Let's see. They took away all the cartoony effects to it. They made everything a lot simpler. They went the whole full, you know, warning logos on the side of everything. Those of you watching right now, how do you like this so far? Like the new layout, the new way we're going to do the show from now on. Now, in order to keep the FDA away, you know, we have to do our part. And our part is going over and seeing stuff like this. Like, you know, talking about like this horrible situation that's going on. You know, these companies think they can go over and just take, like, I don't know, again, with fruit by the foot or Honey Smacks or, you know, Kellogg Fruit Loops, slap it on a label and, you know, no repercussions from it happen at all. You know, and they have to understand that there are repercussions. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, that's not in the United States, but, you know, that could be us next, without a doubt. Hey, Chris Bell, welcome. I'm just hitting a few people up right now, too. Forgot to remind people. Like a doof. I know that you're nasty, or but I like calling you Chris Bell because that's the name you have on here. Okay. Just letting a few people know. Okay. So let's get back to talking about what we're talking about. Okay. Which link is broken? Oh, even though that content isn't available, you can still click on the Strong Island links and it should work. Let me click on it myself because you know what? I'm a doofus and sometimes the Facebook or the Strong Island thing. Oh, the Facebook works. I mean, the Strong Island website works just fine. So, are you talking about the Facebook page? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, because the link for Strong Island hasn't changed. You know what? And I never updated that. Michelle, thank you. Damn it. You know why? You know why? No. I'll fix that. I can fix it. I can fix it. See? Now you can post it. You should be able to post it anyways. Now, my sponsors really like, you know, what you guys do. Hey, look at that. Look. She has the power. Alright. Michelle, what do you think? You like the new format? Okay. So, what I'm going to do for giveaways is I'm going to pick a random number and you guys are going to go over and guess that number. That's how we'll do giveaways. I think that's the best way. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about IP theft and child luring labels, cartoonish labels, you know, and how they go over and oh, Chris, you're good at picking numbers. Okay. Now, so what we were saying is, you know, we all have to do our part by not going over. You know, we can there's a lot of things we can do. You know, we can not buy those juice companies with cartoonish labels. We can not buy into, you know, the juice companies with IP theft. And you know, honestly, there's a list going around right now of actual companies that don't give a shit. And when the community goes over and says, hey, you know what, this is not right, maybe you should change your labels. And they go over and they're like, nah, fuck you, I'm just going to do what I want to do. And you know, honestly, that's not right. And as a community, we don't have to buy into that. You know, yes, the blacklist. I will be getting my hand on a full list of the blacklist. But the blacklist goes more into not only what is on the list, but if you see a juice company out there, you know, that has an IP theft label or something like that, you can go over and not buy their juice. Or tell your friends not to buy their juice because, you know, you don't want that representing who you are. Yes. IP theft is you know, like people's ideas. Yeah. Exactly. Now, what we were doing, we were talking about Strong Island vapes. Okay, so Strong Island went over and they redid all their labels. They've been working really hard on getting rid of any pictures of food items or candy items to try to remove that, so this way people, thank you. That's exactly what's being used against us. You know, these groups are going over and they're going to the FDA. Go, look at this juice bottle. It has a picture of a candy bar on it, so that's going to entice a child to go and buy that juice bottle. We don't want that. We don't want that representing who we are. So, we got some people in the room. Starting off a little slow tonight, but let's give away one of the 60 mils of Strong Island. And those of you who will be watching this show on YouTube after the show is over, I will be trying to do, I guess, after show giveaways and stuff like that. So we're going to work that out in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a number. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to pick a number 1 through 10. And the person closest to it without going over will be our winner. I'll put a start in a room. And then you guys can go over and pick a number. Simple as that. You pick a number. Closest to a number without going over wins. Oh, please. Have at it. Now, there's a lot of things that, you know, are going wrong in the community, and there's a lot of things that are going right in the community. Like right now, all these wonderful juice companies are working hard to make sure every single one of these labels are not only right for the community, but they're sent to the FDA. And I think almost all of them have to have it done by the 30th. I think there's a few companies right now that have an extension because of the recent hurricanes and stuff like that. Yeah, that was my son's soda. I was just sneaking it. Anybody else want to put a number in? Nice. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be wondering, you know, we usually go over with the whole music in the background and stuff like that, and well, YouTube doesn't like it. I spent about an hour and a half erasing every song from the background. So if you go through my live streams later on, you see my old live stream, you're going to see that it has some music, but some music was removed completely, and the ones that are there, they're going to have commercials. So, yeah. Well, that's why they want it monetized, so this way, in case they can make money off of it, they will. The hunt for royalty-free music is horrible. You probably wonder about some other flavors from Strong Island Vapes. They have flavors like 21 Questions. Oh my God, 21 Questions, Aurora, Toucan Slam. There's a lot of great flavors with Strong Island, so please check out the links with Strong Island. There's, I think, 28 flavors, I think, with Strong Island right now. And I think they even started with the salt nicotine for, I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. I guess, oh my God, I forgot what those things are called. They're using the salt nicotines, but they're doing those now as well. Okay, so I'm going to put a stop in the room for right now. And the number for the winner of the first bottle from Strong Island is the number 9. So whoever is closest without going over, the number 9, is our winner. Which is Vape and Dave. Now, Vape and Dave, I'm going to go over and, yeah, I guess we could do that. I think winners' forms will eventually be handed out as emails. Don't worry, Chris. Now, what else that is going on in the community right now? You know, there's a lot of, you know, things that we're seeing as far as IP theft and that that's big in the community. We have a lot of companies that are doing the right thing, which is great. There is, you know, the fight is not over. Even though it looks like we're winning the fight, there still is a lot more to do. You know, it doesn't end simply with, oh look, the FDA said we have 5 years. Well, yeah, we have 5 years, but there's other things they're still going to go through. They're still going to be watching us, critiquing us, you know, picking every little tiny mistake that the community makes. So, you know, we need to go over and be vigilant of what's going on. Michelle, if you don't mind, can you post those links again? It is a lot worse than a lot of people think. A lot of people think, oh, well, things have changed and everything's going to be fine and dandy. Why should we worry? Because it's when you don't worry is when things start to fall apart. Now, to get a few things out there, I started casting on YouTube because I figured it's a platform that's going to be a lot easier for a lot more people to watch. You know, I used to be on Vapers TV, and I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I think this is a lot cleaner. It's something that people will be able to watch later on in the week if you guys missed it. Yes, there will be new regs that will destroy vape companies. But there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be positive as well. If anybody watched the speech, he was talking about regulating nicotine. Well, we already regulate nicotine in all vapor products, which is a great start. But, you know, it still comes down to, is it calling, you know, is it luring children? Well, we're not. We're actively activating against children vaping. We don't want children to smoke. We don't want children to vape. We don't want anybody to you know, pick up a habit. You know, we're doing this because as a community we needed a solution for smoking. Chantix wasn't working. The patch wasn't working. You know, a lot of things were not working, and we needed to find a new way to go around that. You know, um, you know, I lose words because, you know, it's passionate to not only me. It's not passionate not only to me, but to a lot of people, and it really upsets not only me, but to see companies go over and like not care. You know, when they go over, well, here's the argument a lot of people use. Well, you know, the liquor store companies, they go over and they have all these candy flavors too. Yeah, but the FDA isn't attacking them, they're attacking us. So we have to take the high road. You know, we have to be above what the liquor stores and all these other people. You know, using an excuse is not going to fix the problem that we have. You know, and if you're a juice company that's watching this and you have a cartoonish character on your label, you know, think of it this way. Well, when the FDA starts going through these companies and starts saying, well, is this cartoonish? Is this what we're after? You know, ask yourself, could this label I have be considered cartoonish? Could the character on or pictures on my labels be considered something that could be child luring or something the FDA might consider child luring? So you have to go over and stop, take a look at what you're marketing, and maybe find a better solution for that. Now, those of you who watch my shows, I used to have this big frame around me. That's gone. Cartoonish, colory things around me, gone. The only thing you're going to see now is over here. I'll have the right side. Yeah, over here, you're going to have my sponsors for the show. And, you know, that's it. Yeah, me too. I think it's time, not only as a vape community, but you know, I keep saying that vape communities have to, you know, grow up. You know, a lot of these show hosts out there need to stop worrying about what other people think about them and start doing what they believe is right for the community, what they believe is right for their sponsors, and what they believe is right not only for, you know, for themselves as well. So stop worrying about what other people think, stop worrying about what other people are doing, and start focusing on what you feel is right for the community and what you feel is right for your sponsors. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because, you know, and another thing is, you know, I'm gonna get on this real quick. how can a community come together in unity when we're too busy fighting each other? Stop fighting each other and let's come together as a community. You know, you could go, all right, here's the problem I have in New York. I can go to 4 different vape shops in my area, and all those vape shops will talk trash about the other vape shop. I'm not going to say their names, but the vape shops, they do it, and they talk crazy amounts of smack about each other, and they put each other down when they should be working together as a whole. You know, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, they're after money, and yeah, you know, they want to put the green in their pocket, but at the same time, all you're doing is making the whole community look bad, giving out bad information. Um, you know, oh, well, you know, this is how you're supposed to vape. I don't know why he told you that. That's not what it's about. You know, we should be coming together. This should be a unity thing, not a separation thing. You know, the rest of the world can be falling apart, but we need to come together as a community to better, you know, our situation. I don't know about people who are watching or going to watch, but I know that I started vaping to save my life. And I found it so great that I wanted to share not only my experience, but find a way that I can share out what I did and teach somebody something. Now, I do a giveaway show, right? So I give away juices from a lot of my companies, you know, that are friends of mine. Now, that is a way for you as a community to try out new juice companies and find something better than maybe that your local shop might not carry. And, you know, go back to those shops and say, hey, you know what? Try this. This is amazing. That's why I do it. Because each and every single company that I rep, I love their products. And it's not just because, oh, they're sponsoring me, because I've turned down a few companies myself that I really didn't think were that great. You know? And what I have now, I love all the juice, well, most of the juice from all these companies. You know, you're not going to like every single flavor. So, that being said, let's give out the second 60 ml bottle of Strong Island Vapes. If you don't mind, Michelle, if you can post the links for Strong Island one last time, please. Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, if you could please go over to the Strong Island Facebook page and say thank you for sponsoring Dead Man John here on YouTube, because, you know, without them, you know, without the free, you know, stuff these sponsors give away, there wouldn't be a giveaway show. You know, just be sitting here watching me be all chatty Cathy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a start in a room. Let me try that again. 1 through 10. And we'll do some numbers again. Now, what else would you guys like to talk about? You know, that's always a big issue here, you know, in the vape community. There's a whole new thing with You know what's great? We talk about lipo batteries. I have learned in the last 2 weeks of having my end game a lot about lipo battery safety and a lot about you know, okay, they're not like the regular 18650 batteries you can buy on the market. Yes, sorry, lipo batteries. L-I-P-O. Lipo batteries. Thank you, Jason. You know what? It's really okay. It's complicated, but not that complicated. Um, I I like to go over it and consider myself pretty smart when it comes to vape, you know, mods and RDAs and stuff like that. But getting this mod was really a learning curve because I never dealt with a LiPo battery before. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. This is the inside of the end game. Okay, it is awesome. It is powerful, and honestly, sometimes scares the shit out of me. Not because it's not built well, because it's built amazing, but because I know that if I do stupid things, bad things will happen to me. You know, like charging it incorrectly. You know what? That is something good we'll talk about in a second, because that I want to talk to you about. But you know, I guess having a fear, I guess a little bit of fear when using a lipo battery is healthy, because you know you don't want to go over and you put it on charge, and like with the 18650s or the other batteries, you just slap it on charge, throw it on a charger, go take a nap, and be all right. You know, you with a lipo battery, you have to put it on when you put it on charge. Even for people who were all right, for argument's sake, the RC battery, like people who use the RC cars and they use the lipo batteries in them, and they go over and they're like, stay awake when you charge it. Make sure you're awake when you charge this. Not because something will happen, but something could happen, and you want to be able to be there to disconnect it or remove it before something bad happens. You know, it's just being smarter about these batteries. So my warning out there for people who are going to get into the lipo battery mods. There are a lot of companies out there that are into it and are making the mods. They're great. They're powerful, and it will be the greatest mod you'll ever have. But be careful and pay attention when charging and using the batteries. Follow the instructions that a lot of the mod companies will give you, and follow the basic battery safety when charging and maintaining these batteries. That's, you know, as long as you follow the rules, then there'll be nothing to worry about. You know, just make sure you educate yourself. You know, that's, I guess, the biggest thing with the vaping, right? Educating yourself. Well, you know what, Michelle, the 2700, those batteries will last forever in a parallel mod, which is great for a beginner because you'll get like 2 days, like almost 2 days out of the batteries, and it would last a long time. That's a great pick. So, since nobody put in any numbers for the last bottle of Strong Island, we're going to put that to the side and maybe get back to that a little later. If at all possible, do you have the links for HIGGYCIGS? Exactly, and people who are just starting to use, a box mod, a mech, mech boxes, box mods, you know, those are the ones that will last you a long time. Thank you so much. Those of you who are watching, if you can go over to the Facebook page of HIGGYCIGS and type a simple thank you for sponsoring the Dead Man and John show here on YouTube. Real quick about HIGGYCIGS before I get back into what we were talking about, which I really want to get to what Vape and Dave was saying. There's a lot of amazing flavors with HIGGYCIGS. HIGGYCIGS has over 207 flavors of e-liquid. Several, pretty much you can choose whatever nick you want for it, from a low PG to a high PG, to a max VG. Great flavor I have right now is Summer Cream. I also have a pomegranate that is off the charts. It's pretty much, when it comes to HIGGYCIGS, I've been on these two, almost done with both the bottles. A real tight company, a very big part of the community in Georgia. They have oh my God, one of the owners of HIGGYCIGS is part of the, I forgot what it's called. It's, I guess, the Council of Vapers in Georgia. I forgot what the exact name of that is. I'm sure he'll critique me on it later. It's something that, is good because they get to, it's, everybody can hear you. Okay, so, they basically get to help the government in Georgia, the statewide government, to help regulate e-cigarettes and e-liquids in a way that's not only beneficial to the consumer, but beneficial to the state and the juice makers in Georgia. If I'm wrong, yes, Dave. He's going to hit me later. I know it. Now, what Vaping Dave was talking about a minute ago was something about the fact that I hear this all the time too, that people will turn around to you and go, well, I saw on the news that vaping products are 10 times worse than e-cigarettes. I mean, than a regular cigarette. So you're going to die fast from that, which is false information. People get this false information and they want to go over and take it and run with it. And I tell them, I'm like, you know what? Why don't you take 5 seconds and Google? A simple Google search will find you all the information you want. That's, it's going to not only help but enlighten you into what is going wrong. So, that we have to be a part of, and I guess that's our like daily advocacy that we keep doing as a community. You know, every day is educating people, letting them know what the real truths are. Nilla Nuts is amazing, Michelle. Now, I hope you guys are going over and dropping some love over on HIGGYCIGS, because you know they give out e-liquid every week, day in, day out, you know, and a simple thank you is all they really ask for in return. Now, I know, you know, a lot of people don't have a lot of time right now to watch a lot of the shows, but you know, I try to do something more for everybody to enjoy. Well, you know, it's okay. I don't talk to people about vaping unless they come to me about it. I don't want to be that obnoxious person that goes, oh man, well, you need to quit smoking because you're going to die. Well, yeah, they're probably going to die from smoking, but you know what? That is something that they have to come to terms with. You know, that's, if people who've come to me and have talked to me about vaping, I try to give them the basic information, tell them what basic way to start, and try to give them any information that they ask. You know, you know, I'm not gonna sit there like I go out on break. I do that too, you know, but like I don't go over and go, keep your nasty cigarettes away from me. Ooh, I don't go and bash somebody for smoking. Just like I don't expect people to bash me for vaping. It's my personal choice, just like it's their personal choice to smoke. Now, I'm going to try and help them in any way that they want. You know, if you have a question, as a community, we should be there to answer with the best knowledge that we know, stuff that we've learned, and stuff that we advocate on a daily basis. Now, you also have to be acceptant of the fact that people are stuck in their ways and they're not going to switch. And you just have to say, you know what? If you're happy doing what you want to do, I'm not going to bash it. And there's a lot of people out there who go out there and they start bashing people who are smoking. And there are people who smoke who will bash people who are vaping. It's our choice. Don't be obnoxious with it. And I think more people will be more understanding about what we do. Now, my biggest thing is I have children. 3 kids to be exact. So, not having the cigarette smoke on my clothes, in my house, lingering around, is great. And that's why I vape. Because I don't want my children to have that on it. When I smoked, I loved smoking. I enjoyed it. It was my thing. But I'm not going to knock somebody because I switched. And I'm not going to be that non-smoker who goes over and be like, oh, you smell horrible. That's your choice. And you have to live with it. Or die with it. But it's your choice nonetheless. Now, we're going to give away a sample pack from HIGGYCIGS. It's a $1 sample pack, and you get 3, I think it's 10 or 15 milliliter bottles of HIGGYCIGS. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 1 through 10 again. A start in a room, 1 through 10, and the closest to the number wins the bottle. Closest to a number, including going over. And we can do it like that. Either way. So I'm going to go over, and I'm going to step away for a second and give you guys a chance to write your numbers and go over to the HIGGYCIGS Facebook page and drop a thank you while I go get another tasty beverage. Okay, so I'm back, and I pretty much, I like how this is going. I like the new format. I think this is better. Yes, the jail is 30 days. So if you have gotten HIGGYCIGS around the last 30 days, you are no longer eligible for it until you've hit your 30-day mark. So if you have gotten HIGGYCIGS within the last 30 days, please allow someone else to win it. So what we're going to do is we're going to, one second, we're going to go over and pick the number in a few seconds and give people the opportunity to, I guess, write down their number. And then after this, I want to talk about JMODZ box mods. Okay. That's the whole greatness about doing live shows. Okay, so so far we went over battery safety. We've talked about IP theft and labels that I guess are hurting the community. There's still a lot more to go into. Do you have, by any chance, same thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give, I guess we'll do the giveaway now because there's nobody else putting in for this right now. Let me get my number up here. Okay, make sure I show my number. And we'll have our winner. So if you picked this above, below, right on the money, you have got this number. Right on the button. Okay, so let's, if you can, if you don't mind, in-laws. What are you gonna do? Okay, so if you don't mind, and you have a second, if you can post the links for that wonderful company, JMODZ box mods, because I want to show off a few goodies from them. Congratulations, Chris Bell. I hope you enjoy your HIGGYCIGS win. Okay. So right now, we're going to talk about JMODZ box mods. Okay. Jason John, the owner of JMODZ box mods. I found this guy who made these awesome box mods about a year and a half ago. And I really didn't know, yeah, the wizard. And I really didn't know much about box mods. All I know is I bought a shitty box mod. Really horrible. And it was almost dangerous from a company. And I'm happy the company is no longer around because they were just making dangerous products and hurting people. And I'm glad they're not around. And so like I was saying, I found JMODZ box mods, and I met this guy Jason, and I said, you know what, dude, I have this box mod. It was a dual 26650 box mod, and you know, it was not what I guess a lot of people would consider a good box mod, and I asked him to rebuild it for me, and he did, and night and day with how clean the build was. You know, the website that he has for these box mods, you could pretty much design any aspect. All right, I'm going to show you my dual 18650 series PWM box mod by JMODZ. Okay. I'm sure you've seen the Vape and Bogan. He's showing off a lot of the JMODZ box mods. I'm not that guy. I'm no Bogan. But you guys take a look at this. I don't have the camera for the close-ups that he has to show you guys the skill and the artwork that came in this powder coating that this guy created. Okay, this is a dual 18650 box mod by JMODZ box mods. Okay, it has the color paracording, the PWM V1 chip has an internal light, which was an option I had to pick, red of course. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still learning as a vapor. But the switch, I mean, everything on it is clean. It's strong. I've dropped this thing 100 times, and there's not a scratch on it. Nothing. No chip, no scratch, no marks, no nothing. It's durability. I mean, this right now, the RDA that I'm using on this, okay, is 0.5. Okay. So it takes a while because they're clapped in coils to heat up. Yeah, that's a bad example. Let me see if I can use my other RDA. Pretty much show you guys how powerful this thing is. Now, again, this is another RDA with a 0.5. Okay, that's at 0.5. Okay, and these are almost dead batteries. So let me switch out these batteries. I can really, I guess, show you what fresh batteries on a 0.5 RDA is, so you guys get, I guess, a better understanding of how powerful. I haven't showed you my end game yet. Look at that. It's a 0.5. Let's juice those coils up. Speaking of coils, I'm going to tell you guys in a second. I have something for that too. Alright, so 0.5. Okay, this is at 50% with 18650s. I mean, seriously. I mean, I built a lot lower on this. I could build down to 0.27, and at that point, it's just fire. I mean, it's some amazing stuff right there. Now that is, I guess I call it the Dead Man mod. You know, because, well, it has Dead Man written on it. Of course, to represent, I guess, my name. Kind of went a little too tight on that. Yeah, and I'm over here acting a fool. There we go. Yep, made that a little too tight. Exactly. So, let me show you guys the end game mod. Now, the end game mod from JMODZ. Let me pull it up so I can read it exactly off to you guys, because I don't want to, you know, give out false information or information that's not 100% accurate, I guess to say. So I am going to click on the link. Nope, wrong site. Okay, let me try that again. Okay. So this way you guys get a better understanding. $30,1980. That's right. Okay. So we can get down to this. Where is it? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. It's a PWM Lipo Box Mod Herculean V2 Endgame. Okay. This box mod runs $389.99. It comes with 2 LiPo batteries, a charger, this wonderful box. There's so many color options to pick from. Different splatter options if you want, different button options if you want, different 510 connector if you want. You know, the options on it are insane. Let's see if I can get, I'm going to pull up some more information. Okay. Okay, so the new Herculean V2 Endgame IPWM3S LiPo mods. It's an Alpine Tech N1 CNC aluminum enclosure box with a 1590 N1. The inner dimensions are 117.4 millimeter by 61.7 millimeter by 35.8 millimeter. Outside dimensions, you know, if you go on the website, you'll see that. I'm not going to get all into dimensions because that's just crazy. The LiPo battery sled with a Velcro strap to hold the LiPo in place inside the LiPo mod to avoid accidental damage to the LiPo battery. LiPo. Each mod comes with 2 LiPo batteries and a battery pack. I mean, sorry, the LiPo charger. Okay, so the voltage operation level 3 to 12.6 volts. Lowest build must be 0.4 ohms or higher. Do not use any coil builds lower than 0.4 ohms on this device. Okay, so the features include, okay, that's for the charger. We're not going to get into that. So that is pretty much the gist of this wonderful box mod. Hi, welcome. Now, these box mods there's approximately 15-day processing time because, you know, it takes a while for the powder coating and, you know, there's a lot that go into these box mods. And it's, you know, after I've gone through it, followed the instructions and stuff like that, I've learned that this thing is fantastic. I mean, it's like having a variable voltage without a variable voltage. It's a powerhouse. Well, I was about to get into the features of the chip. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Now that's your chargers. You don't have the features of the chip on your website. Okay, but, alright, from what I know, actually, hold on, duh, I'm not that smart, hold on, I have all the features of the chip right here in front of me. Because Johnny was smart and saved everything. Smart, not smart. Somewhere. Smart, not smart. Okay. So I have it somewhere. I do know the features. But I wanted to read them off, you know, from the actual paper. Oh, and it comes in this. Just saying. It came in this awesome box. I guess it's something that's like the showmanship of, you know, having it. I'm going to slide to the right really quick. And here I go. You know, when you have everything and you want to read it off, but then you misplace things and then you can't read it off. So, I guess, okay, so here's a couple of features for you. Alright, so if you press, it has the power on and power off, right? So 5 clicks, flashes, it's off. No fire. Goes back on, right? Fires. No problem. Now, a short press and then a long press will give you the voltage. I don't know if it's too glary or bright, but you can actually see the voltage that's remaining on the battery. And about 4 seconds after that, it will take that little number off and it will shut off by itself. There you go. It also has a memory setting. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head of button pushes to set the set it, but you could set up to 3 memory settings on it, which is also a great feature. So, you know, pretty much your go-to setting when you first put the battery in. You press, like, I think it's press twice, and then the third time you hold, and you could go to that setting of the pre-regulated that you set down here on the dial. It's a great box mod, and the color option I picked on it was Galaxy. Oh, okay. Well, tonight we're discussing quite a few things. Right now we're talking about JMODZ box mod, but we were talking about IP theft, and we were talking about battery knowledge or better understanding of your batteries. So if you get a chance to, go check out the website for JMODZ box builds. It's a great company and there's tons of options for you to choose from. Now, next up, we're going to talk about a new company that I just got a chance to get a hold of. And this company is called Fogged Up. I don't know if that's going to come through clear or not. Now, when you get a fogged up coil, it comes in this awesome skull, fogged up right on the back of it. Again, don't have the best camera in the world, but you get the gist of it. And the coils, I'll take the top of that, are in there, like so. Now the coils I have in this one is a 10 rep, 33 millimeter Alien series coils. They are a 0.3. They're a 0.3. This company is pretty awesome. Michelle, do you have the links for Fogged Up? Did I give you the links for Fogged Up yet? If not, I can send them to you. Let's see. Let me see. Michelle. There you go. Send. You got Facebook messaged. Now, Fogged Up and John from Strong Island Distributions has decided to sponsor the show. So what we're doing is we are mailing out a set of coils a week to one lucky winner. Last week Milo won, and I'll be shipping that out sometime today. Well, not today, but tomorrow. I know you can hear dogs barking in the background. Not my dogs. I don't own tiny little dogs. So, as Michelle gets the links and pops them up, let me see if I can find them really quick and post them. So this way you guys can. Sometimes it won't let me post my own links, so I'm giving you guys a heads up. Oh, yeah, Michelle, got it. Thank you, because it wouldn't let me post it. Thank you. Now, if you guys can go over to the Facebook group page of Fogged Up and post a thank you for sponsoring the Dead Man John show, that would be amazing. And much appreciated. So, yeah, I mean, they have a butt ton of different coils, and what I like about them is just like JMODZ box builds, you can actually go onto their website and you can design your own coils. Don't worry, Crystal, I'll add you. Now you can design the coils that you want, how many wraps, what mod you're going to use them for. I mean, sorry, what RDA you're going to use them for, what power you want them. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Okay, so they have competition wire that you can buy. Let's see. There is a whole section. If you click on the top left with the three little bars, you get to see they have create your own coils, which is great. So you put your name, address, and stuff like that, and you can choose the type of coil wire you prefer, type of outer coil wire you prefer, type of ribbon wire you prefer, number of wraps, coil diameter, ohms preferred, so like what ohms you're after, type of RDA or RTA you're looking for, and what type of coil you want. So you can like pick a coil, right? I'm gonna click on that. Pick a coil. You do framed, stapled, alien, fused, clapted, staggered, clapted, and frame stapled aliens. Some amazing coils. Now, if you don't want to create your own, you could buy pre-made coils that they already have set. You have a set of alien 4 cores, set of aliens, set of alien series, set of regular set of aliens, set of frame stapled, set of staggered fused, set of fused claptids, and fused claptids in series. There's a lot of different options you could do. No problem. There's a lot of different options you could do. And I also have a email address that I'm going to post here. If anybody who watches or who's watching or watches the show, if you want to order these coils for your shop, so this way you can order them in bulk, or if you want Strong Island Vapes, Cloud Chemist, Kaleidoscopic Clouds in your shop, you contact this gentleman and he will be able to arrange this for your shop. I'm just going to pull it up really quick so I can type it in without a problem. Okay, it's distribution@strongislandvapes.com. So let me just type that in there for you. And this gentleman will help you with all of your bulk distribution type orders. His name is John, and he is very helpful. So if you're looking for Strong Island, you're looking for Kaleidoscopic Clouds or some other, he has a lot of juice companies that he takes care of. You could contact John at distribution@strongislandvapes.com. Okay, so what we're going to do is this will be the last week that we're going to go and give away things with a low watching count. Because again, it's still new. I didn't advertise the show this week. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away we can have a set of coils to give away tonight. So I'm going to do a start in the room. We'll do 1 through 10. And drop a number if you want a set of coils. That's cool. Thank you for watching. Now, I hope you guys went over and dropped some love over with their page, so this way they know where we're talking about them. Making sure everything's going fine over here. I hope you guys are enjoying the new format of the show. I enjoy doing this for you guys, and I know you guys enjoy coming to hang out. Okay, So, again, what I'm going to be doing is after the show, I'll be putting a full set of links on here so you guys can go check out all the wonderful sponsors of the show and be able to, I guess, participate in your own way. We will be figuring out a way to do, I guess, a giveaway for, I don't know, for YouTube. So those of you who watch or like or give the show a thumbs up, I guess we'll put that as a way to enter into a giveaway that will be announced for next week. What do you guys think about that? So we will pick, people who liked the show, I guess. Is there a way to do that? Pick somebody who thumbed up your show, or do you have to do it only by comments? Because it's a learning curve for that, right? So this way, we know people comments. We can do it by comments? Okay. So what we'll do is I'll post something later on the Dead Man John page that will do a special giveaway to one of the people who leave a comment, I guess after the show, not from the live chat, but I guess like a comment on the page itself. I guess there's a section you probably do comments on. So what we'll do is do like comments, and that should be a good way to judge who watched the show. No reply. Well, and another thing is I want to see how the show plays too, because I might find a new way to stream the show or change the settings of the show. This way it'll be better. A phase? Well, we could probably try and do that too. I want to start boosting this way we can get more viewers in here, and be able to reach a bigger audience. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? Let me finish this giveaway real quick, and then we continue on to my other sponsors. Oops. So the closest without going over was it, and the number is up. A phrase. I got you. Not a phase. Yeah, I guess maybe we won't do it this week, but we could try to look into it for next week. Now, the winner, without going over, oh, The closest without going over. Yes. The closest without going over is the winner of the coils. Congratulations, Chris. Okay, so Michelle, if you would be so kind as to post the links for Kaleidoscopic Cloud slash the Cloud Chemist, if you don't mind. Yay. Yes, please join my group page. I'm gonna have to contact you later, Michelle, so we can share these these links you have. So just in case you're not on, I have something. I don't feel like a complete doofus. So let's take this number down. There we go. Now, if you gotta be so kind as to go over to the Kaleidoscopic Cloud slash, I know you have been, and we're going to talk about some flavors from Kaleidoscopic Clouds and the Cloud Chemist. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about this flavor yet, but it's awesome. I don't think he released it yet. I think he has released it, but I don't have confirmation. So I'll be talking about this next week. This is a Cloud Chemist flavor, so you know it's a cereal base. Yes, you'll get a skull like this with coils in it. I have a few packets and I'll let you pick. And I'll mail it out to you. Yes. Okay. So Kaleidoscope. Okay, you know what? Let's start off with the Cloud Chemist. One of my go-to flavors with Cloud Chemist is Loopy Science. You see, they redid all their labels too, so this way it's not childish. Doesn't show any candy or anything. There's no IP theft on it. Nice, clean labels. It's just so you guys take a good look at how clean these labels are. That's what's going around in the community. Nice, clean, non-cartoonish labels. You can have a logo, but it can't be cartoonish. It can't be IP theft, intellectual properties. You know, that's what we're going for in this community. So, Cloud Chemists. Let's talk about them really quick. Dang it, dropped it. Like a doofus. Yes, that's why it's a live show. Watch me drop stuff. Loopy Science is a loop cereal flavor. They have Chemical X, which is a Fruit Loop flavor, Heisenberry Crunch, There is so many great flavors with the Cloud Chemist. So what we're going to do with Cloud Chemist is we're going to give away we're going to do one bottle from each because we have a low viewer count this week. So we're going to do one from Kaleidoscopic Clouds, one from Cloud Chemist. Is that cool with you guys? Sure it is. Now, if you want to know about Cloud Chemist, not Cloud Chemist, Kaleidoscopic Clouds. Kaleidoscopic Clouds has a lot of more fruity flavors. They had a pomegranate candied raspberry flavor called Ruby Eyes. That is my go-to flavor from them. Now, I hope you guys are taking a second to go over to the Facebook page and dropping a comment, because every week they give out 60 ml bottles like they're going out of style. And they are another company that's representing, you know, changing their labels to not be a part of the blacklist. Oh. Football. We're not talking football right now. Okay, so what we're going to do for this wonderful company, Pat Doyer and Azalea Futures Doyer, will be giving away a 60 ml bottle from each of these companies. I guess, has anybody in here not had the Cloud Chemist or Kaleidoscopic Clouds? They would love the opportunity to try it. Anyone of they all? Yeah, I look like a doofus blowing those. Don't laugh at me. Yeah. So, anybody not had Kaleidoscopic Clouds or the Cloud Chemist that would like to try it out? That's good to hear. Okay, then I guess we'll go over and do numbers. We'll do the numbers, the number game then. The number game. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, but I guess it's a conversation for another day, another show. Find out about what? You know, I was kind of hoping this was going to be a bigger show, you know, because there's a couple of birthdays coming up. If you guys didn't know, October 1st is a very special person's birthday. Those of you who know him, not me, but a very special person's birthday is coming up. Jason from JMODZ Box Builds' birthday is October 1st. So, when his birthday comes, I want you guys to flood his page. Flood him with happy birthdays. Because he deserves it. I want you guys to bury his page so much. Okay, so remember to flood him. Okay, so let's go over, and anybody else want to put in for this bottle of Kaleidoscopic Clouds / Cloud Chemist? Please pick a number to be included into this giveaway. Well, I go get another glass of water because I'm like a fish tonight, non-stop drinking water. It's kind of insane. Ooh, which code? Hold on, let me pop back on here so you guys can see me. Null hiding out the whole time. Well, welcome back. Okay, since only 2 people put in for this code, we're going to give the 2 people who put in for it the win. So Complier Tries and Chris Bell are the winners. So you both win. And then we're going to post the links, if you can, for my last sponsor, my MOJO Vape. You can pick either one. Yeah. They're both pretty much the same company, so. The same, but not the same. If you would be so kind as to be able to post the links for my MOJO vape, that would be awesome. If you do not mind. Let me try. Let me try. Let me try. Oh. Dang it, she's faster than me. No, Kaleidoscopic Clouds and Cloud Chemist is a 60 ml bottle. Now, if you don't mind, if you guys be able to go and comment over on the My Mojo Vape Facebook page, simple thank you for sponsoring the Dead Man John Show here on YouTube. Simple thing. They have a lot of amazing flavors over at My Mojo Vape. They are currently working on redoing all their labels to remove any cartoonish food type labels, and they're also working on gorilla bottles as well. So that is something huge. How long ago did you know what, Vape and Dave? We will talk about that after the show. I understand what you're saying, but you know, it can be appeasing to children, and that's what it's all about. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. So this way I can post all those later. Now, has anybody not had my Mojo vape yet that would like the win? Because I'd like to give out juice to somebody who has not won. So while you guys are figuring out who wants to win, we're going to talk about my Mojo vape really quick. My Mojo vape has 19 flavors, I believe, off the top of my head. And they have a lot of flavors, like the Dead Man John flavor, which is a key lime pie. They have East Bay Vapor flavor, which is a vanilla custard. They have Mojo Donuts, which is a donut vape. I go to the top of my head. Shocker Josh, which is a cereal Fruit Loop type of flavor, a loop fruit, or however you want to put it. So many good flavors. We would really like my MOJO. Unfortunately, my MOJO vape does not ship out of the country at this moment. I do not believe. That's cool. You know, and I'm sure that as the show goes on and I advertise the show a little bit more, the viewer count will increase over time. If you guys haven't subscribed to my page, please do that as well. Subscribe to the YouTube page. More subscribers we have, the more I can post when the show is going to go live, and I'll schedule it way in advance. This way everybody who subscribes to the page knows when I go live. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over and we're going to give away a 30 ml bottle of my MOJO vape. Has anybody here? Yes. Chris Bell, I'm sure if I talk to Michael from MOJO, he will allow you to have that win and pay a little bit later. You know, they're still working things out. Anyways, oh, there's Michael right now. Michael, Chris Bell said if he was to win the My MOJO vape, he doesn't get paid till next week. Do you mind him paying the shipping a little bit later? See that? And that's how awesome it is. So who would like the My MOJO vape? I got about 7 minutes left of the show, and I really want to get this done. So this way, you know, we can get it. Because I'm special. I don't know how special, but I'm special. Hold on, you know what? I get the bottle. I have my bottle that I hide. Of MOJO donuts. And let me tell you, this is my little treat. My MOJO donuts. See this bottle? This bottle soon will be long gone. There'll be no more glass bottles. So, if I were you, I'd get my glass bottle now, because soon there'll be no more glass bottles. So what we can do right now, since everybody here has tried my MOJO vape, we'll do the last random numbers. How about that? So we're going to do start in a room, 1 through 10, and go get them. Look at that. Yeah, Michael from MOJO has been my sponsor, God, since I started doing vape shows. I can't even imagine. That's the exact reason why, Chris, because nobody else is rolling on things. Again, my MOJO has been giving out e-liquid to the vape community for 2 years now, and they always looking out for the vapors, the vape community, supporting advocacy, and that's the type of stuff that's awesome. There's also a link, I still believe, on their Facebook page for the Children's Hospital. See, they've been around a long time. Now, I'm going to roll this win. Well, I'm going to post, I guess, pop up the number of the winner. And whoever's the closest without going over it is our winner. Oh, well, ModFather is one of my sponsors too. I also have a link over on the JMODZ box build family page where you can get a nice discount code for ModFather. Yeah, Max Spielberg is a local here on Long Island, and he's sponsored me for quite a while as well, and he gives that nice discount code. So if you guys haven't got a chance, check out the pinned post on the JMODZ box build family page, and in there is a link to the website and a nice discount code. So, without further ado, winner is up. Well, I'm sure Jason will take care of it just fine. So since both people went over, let's see. I guess we can go and we will do between you two a start 1 through 5. We'll do between the two of you. Nope, because you guys both went over. So the two of you get to pick 1 through 5. Yep, it's a reroll. The closest without going over. And I already have a number picked. So let me just recap what we went over tonight. So those who will start the show from the beginning and watch it on YouTube, we're going to do a giveaway with comments on the bottom, I guess. You can drop comments after the show. And let's see what else. We talked about IP theft and, the candy cartoon labels. You know, how that's damaging the community. You know, it's giving the FDA fuel, and we don't want that. What else did we talk about? We talked about lipo batteries and how they are the future of the vape community, the vaping world, but we need to be careful. Really, seriously though. Okay, I'll post on winner. Winner is up. Now, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and hanging out with me here, the Dead Man John Show. And I really hope that you guys had a great time. And I hope those who watch the show after the show is over drops a comment, you know, checks out the links that I'm going to post on there, and really enjoys what I'm trying to do here for not only my sponsors, but for the community. Yes, it's a 30 ml bottle, and don't forget when you get paid to pay for the shipping. Yeah. So I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It was a great night, and I will see you guys all next week, same time, same day, and have a great night, and be safe with your batteries. Really quick, make sure you keep your batteries in safe containers. Simple box like this will protect your 18650s. They also have boxes out there for your 2700s. Take care of your LiPo batteries. Make sure you're paying attention to them while you're charging them. Don't go to sleep while charging them, because you don't want an accident to happen. You don't want your house to burn down or something crazy like that. So I want you all to have a great night, and we'll see you all very soon.